would be a terms of payment. Okay, what is the terms of payment? Okay, in SAP we have the different kind of terms of payments. Okay, in SAP I will describe here clearly. In SAP we have we have two types of terms of payments are there. The one is a normal terms of payment. Then the second one is a installment terms of payment. Means this is the normal, means the normal payment, normal terms of payment. Okay, the normal terms of payment which we can go and do the configuration in OBB8 is the transaction code. For installment terms of payment, the transaction code I'll mention here. OBB8. Then here the transaction code is OBB9. The transaction code is okay. Here we must have to maintain, but what there is a lot of difference is there. Okay, in between both the transaction code. Okay, OB08 and OB09. First, let me explain you one by one. Now, the normal terms of payment, how it looks like. Now, let us assume my business requirement. Okay, so my business requirement is that condition number one, condition number A. Okay, when okay, if it is a vendor case or customer case. Okay, okay, if it is a customer or vendor. Okay, while creation of the terms of payment we can decide, okay, the terms of payment should applicable for either only for vendor or only for the customer. It's a depends on the business requirement. Okay, now the condition number one, which I want to make it as a, okay, the condition number one. Let us assume my condition number the condition number is a when I will do the payment. When I will do the payment, okay, within 10 days. Within 10 days means the vendor has given an options to us. Okay, what options they have given? What options the vendor has given? When when we do the payment, when our organization, when we, okay, do the payment within 10 days, okay, the discount is the 5%. Means then even the terms of payment, in the terms of payment, okay, first the terms of payment, when we have posted the invoice, the net due date. Okay, I will mention like this, then it will little bit confused for you. I will explain you clearly. Now on 01st of September 2022 posted invoice. Okay, so the invoice value would be a, let us assume, is a 1 lakh rupees. Okay, in that invoice, while posting, we have mentioned that the terms of payment, where we are going to give the terms of payment. Let me show you, because that is also F-43. Just for your information only, I'm just giving. Enter. Now here you can see the payment term. Okay, terms of payment term, both are same. This is derived, this payment term is determining from the vendor master data, because this we have already mapped in the vendor master data. So that is the reason this is appearing here. Okay, now the payment terms which I have given, 30 days net, means the condition what we have specified at the time of invoice posting. the invoice should be due. Okay, 30 days. After 30 days only, the invoice will become due. Okay, until then, the invoice will not become due. Means the due date, what will be the due date? 30th of September 2022. The due date. The due date. This is the due date of the invoice. Okay, but now vendor has given conditions. Vendor has given conditions. Okay, he informed to us, okay, hey, you want to make the payment, okay, this invoice value is a 1 lakh rupees. Now if we make the payment to the vendor within 10 days, means 10 days means 10th of September, 10th of September 2022, if we make the payment, 5% discount is, I mean, the vendor is going to offer us, because here we are, why we are getting discount, why vendor is offering discount means we are making the payment before due date to the vendor. Okay, if let us assume if this 5% amount, okay, always the organizations will think that, okay, either this one is a profitable for us, means the discount, okay, if we keep this amount until this month end in our bank account, if the bank will offer more than this amount, then the organization, they will not go for the, okay, they will not go for the prepayment. If the bank, okay, will give only 2% discount, okay, instead of 5%, okay, we are getting from the vendor is a 5%, right, then definitely the organization will make the payment prepayment. And also one more thing, the organization should have the sufficient funds, then only they will make the prepayments. Okay, only they are not going to concern about the discount. Now condition number 1. Then condition number B is a, okay, if we make the payment, if we make the payment within 20 days, let us assume within 20 days, the discount, the discount which we are going to get only 2%, because the days what we are, now the days what we are making, it's a completely, now you can see it's a 20 days, means we are making the payment, we are making the payment, okay, 20 days, right, okay, it's not the, it's not the, I mean, see, the it is the 20 days means 20th, 20th of September 2022, means this 20th is the date, it is close to the due date, right? So that is the reason vendor is offering only 20%. Then condition number 3. Condition number 3, if we make the payment, if we make the payment within, I mean, within, make the payment after 30 days, after 30 days, no discount, no discount. Anyhow, the days which we have, which we are making the payment, it's a last day, right? Okay, last, I mean, we are crossing the, okay, 30 days limit. Okay, so that is the reason, so that is the reason, okay, we must have to, okay, follow these conditions. This is the normal terms of payment. Okay, this is the, these are the conditions, like this I can create. This is the 30th of September, 30th of September 2022, means the condition number 3, it's a not applicable, not applicable for the discount. This I could say the concept of terms of payment. Okay, like this I can define n number of terms of payment, okay, for my client or my, for my business organization. This is the normal, okay, the normal terms of payment. This I could say it is a normal terms of payment. Then then the installment terms of payment. Okay, what is the difference between terms of payment and installment terms of payment? Okay, now now the installment terms of payment means, okay, now I will take the same example only here, what I have given, what I have given here. Then the installment terms of payment, the conditions, condition number, okay, the condition number 1, condition number 1, okay, if we are going to make the payment 10th of September 2022, then the installment amount which we want to make from this invoice amount, we must have to make the payment is a 30% of the amount. Means if it is a discount apply, okay, fine, whatever it may be. If we are going to, if vendor is going to offer the discount, 2% of the discount, 2% of the discount on this amount. Now fine. Now condition number 2. Okay, if I make the payment 20th of September, okay, I must have to make the payment. It's not the we must have to make the payment 40% from the invoice balance. Okay, means here okay, I will put it this one aside. Here is the we must have to make the payment 30,000 rupees. Here we must have to make the payment 40,000 rupees. Then if we make the payment, we'll get the only 1% discount. Now the condition number 3. The condition number 3, on 30th of September 2022, if I the rest amount which I want to make, the rest which I want to make is a final 30%, 30,000 total. It is going to match my invoice. Means no discount. Means here no discount will be applied. Okay, the installment payment terms based on the installment, okay, which we must have to make the payment based on the installment. Okay, we must have to make the payment based on the installment terms. Okay, we must have to make the payment. This is the difference between terms of payment and installment terms of payment. Okay, and also for both the configuration of the both, okay, both are having the different functionality. Okay, it's a both are the different. Now now let us go for the configuration. Now let us go for the configuration. Okay, so Nagarjuna, Harsha, and if anyone is having any query, okay, regarding this one, normal terms of payment and installment terms of payment, please let me know. I will clarify. If anyone is having still not clear, please let me know. Hello.
Bhaskar,
So is that clear, right?
Sir, no, I have one query, sir.
Yes, Nagarjuna, please.
Sir, normal terms of payment, I have idea, sir. No, sir, installment terms of payment, sir, real time lo eppudu sir ee scenario vastundi?
Real time lo it's a completely client to client, Nagarjuna. Okay, so the installment terms, if client want to go by the installment terms of payment, okay, it's a completely business to business different, Nagarjuna. Okay, it's not the same. Okay, it's a completely depends on the business requirement only, Nagarjuna. Okay, there is no specific situation to arrive, okay, for this terms of payment and install, but most of the payment quite common, we can use the terms of payment, right, as you already aware, right?
మరి ఎట్లా ఆఫర్స్ ఇస్తే మనం అట్లా చేయాలి అంతే కదా
Yes,
అంతే కదా
yes, correct, Harsha. So is a complete
Yes,
client
sir.
requirement.
Yes.
No problem,
okay.
no problem. Okay, so but
Okay.
in real time, one more thing, the one which I have given example here, but like this there may be many, okay, requirements. Means the client may require many, okay, terms of payment. According to that, we must have to define. Okay, now let me go for the transaction code. Let me go for the transaction code. It's a OBB8. Now let us go to the transaction code OB08. Sorry, OBB8. Sorry, OBB8. Now we can see already there are terms of payment which are adjusted. 63 terms of payments which are created. Now let us create the new one for our requirement. 0010 it is there, 11 is there, 14, 15, 14. I mean, I'm checking here what is the next sequence number which is available. I'm checking. Okay, 0018 is there. Now we'll create the 0018, 19. 0019 I will create. Okay, terms of payment of GE. Then you can give whatever the explanation you want. You can give it here. Don't give any days limit here. Then now you can see here Now you can see here whether it is applicable for the vendors or customers. Now you can see here. See now, if these terms of payment which it is belongs only for the customers, you can deactivate the vendor checkbox. If it is only for belongs to the vendor, you can deselect the customer. Means if you select both, means the meaning here is that I can use this term, this payment term for both, means customer and vendor. Okay, then it's optional for you, even it is a completely the business requirement. Now coming to the fixed days. Now in a month, we have the 30 days or 31 days, whatever it may be. Now on 10th of every month, which I want to calculate, okay, the fixed day on this date only, which I want to apply these terms of payment. Okay, this also do not require additional months after applying the days. If you want to any apply additional months, 1 or 2 months, whatever it may be, okay, additional months also you can apply, okay, to calculate the, okay, due date of the line item, to calculate the due date of the line item. Then the next one is the block key. If you want to, as soon as if we use these terms of payment, as soon as if we use the terms of payment and post the which I will use posting of the invoice, then what will happen, which I want to block this invoice, means the invoice which should go for the, okay, block automatically, which I want to block by system automatically. Then we can keep this functionality also here. Means after selecting the block key, then select this one, default it will be blocked. Then for these terms of payment, which I want to use some particular payment method, the payment methods we have defined, right? The check payment, I mean check payment method we have configured in the system. Okay, you can use the payment method if you want this, and all it's a completely the client requirement only, remember. And default for baseline date, okay, always the default, the baseline date will be calculation from the document date onwards. Okay, don't select, I mean 100% the default baseline date would be a document date only. Now why it is a document date? Okay, now let us assume the invoice was, I mean the document which was generated on 10th of September. Now today, okay, we missed that invoice, means we have not recorded, or we have not entered that invoice into the system. Okay, we have not entered that invoice into the system. Then okay, so okay, now my business requirement is that, okay, now here so I have the invoice which we have received on 10th of September. Then we have not recorded that invoice into the system. Now we have realized that after, I mean 20th of September, now which I want to record that business transaction into the system, means which I want to post that invoice into the system on 20th of September. Then if you enter, if the baseline date, means if you calculate, let us assume 20th of September 2022 onwards, okay, if you have entered, okay, entered the invoice into the system, that I can agree. But the net due date would be a, let us assume net due date, okay, net due is a 30 days, okay, 30 days. Now okay, I have entered the invoice 20th of September. Okay, your payment will be a next month 20th. October 20th means why vendor will accept? No, I will not agree, because the document, original document which has been generated on 10th of September, it is our problem. It's not the vendor problem, right? Okay, so that is the reason always the due date calculation will be, remember, always the due date calculation will be from the document date onwards, not from from the posting date, not from the entry date onwards. Remember, this is a very, very important one. Okay, while doing the configuration of the terms of payment, keep in mind all these points, because okay, definitely if you instead of this one, if you select this one, definitely the query will come from the client. So that is the reason, please be aware all, I mean all these things. Now, payment terms. Now, as I told you, if these terms of payment which you want to convert this as an installment payment term, then we must have to select this option. Then only this one is, it will become is an installment payment term. Okay, then the percentage, the first one which I want to give, the what is my condition? The first condition, if I make the payment within 10 days, I will get the 5% discount. The 5% I will give is a 10%, 10 days. Okay, then condition number one which I have applied. The condition number two, the condition number two, okay, if I make the payment within 20 days, within 20 days, okay, I will get only the 2% of the discount. Sorry, percent, 2%. Enter the period. Okay, here it is. Now, if I make the payment, then 30 days, no discount will be applied. Okay, this is what my business requirement. This is the terms of payment which I have created now. Now, let us see this one. Okay, I have created. Then let us post the one invoice. Okay, now and also remember for all the terms of payment which we have created, it's a client level. It's not depending on the company code. Meaning that the payment term what I have created 0019, I can use for this terms of payment any company code, because I have created one company code GE01. I can use this terms of payment. Okay, somebody Nagarjuna has created one more company code in the same client. I can use this terms of payment for that company code also. Then Harsha created one more company code. Then for that also he can use this terms of payment. Meaning that these terms of payment and there is no relationship between to the company or company code. Means these are available. Okay, at client level we can use these terms of payments to any company code. There are no restrictions. Okay, client level means the client level data we can use for any company code. Okay, tomorrow we'll see that one. We can finish this concept. Okay, then we'll start the new concept of the